Hello everyone, what's up? This is Richard from MTG Goldfish, and today I have a special unboxing video for you guys for the Battle for Zendikar Fat Pack. So these have been selling like hotcakes. The MSRP is $40, but a lot of local gaming stores are selling them for, I've seen $55, $65. It's actually quite ridiculous. You can get them at Walmart for $39.99 or $41.99, so I do not recommend caving in and paying exorbitant prices at your local game store. I bought this from the local game store in California, Gator Games and Hobbies, for $40 minus 10% for pre-orders, putting it at $36. So shout out to them. So that was pretty sweet. So why are people marking up the Battle for Zendikar Fat Pack? There's two reasons. One is each Fat Pack contains 80 full art lands. So prior to Battle for Zendikar, full art lands cost around $1 each, so you're getting 80 of these. Now, these lands won't be worth $1 each, but they are full art lands and they are pretty sweet for your deck. The other thing is the booster packs have a chance of containing a foil full art Zendikar Expedition land. They're just about as rare as a foil mythic, and they are reprints. There's 25 in total of some of the most expensive lands, including fetch lands and shock lands and the new Battle for Zendikar lands. So as of this recording, Scalding Tarn is worth about $250 to $300. So that's a pretty good open. Hopefully we get one in here. If not, that's not so bad because you have to be extremely lucky to open one. So here's the Fat Pack. Like I said, Walmart, Target will have them if you can't find them at a reasonable price at your local game store. You can see the back here. It contains a player's guide, Battle for Zendikar card box, 9 boosters, 80 lands, spin down, and 2 deck boxes. One more thing is, on our main site, mtggoldfish.com, we're currently doing a giveaway. So until October 13th, you can enter to win a free Fat Pack. Obviously not this one. This one's gonna be open. The one you're gonna win is a brand new sealed one. So let's get underway and open this up and see what we can crack. So first is, we have this nice book here. I don't know what's inside. So some lore. So you can see the story of Ulamog and the Eldrazi. And it's actually a visual guide to all of the cards. So this is pretty cool. And you can get a sneak peek at some of the full art lands here. So that's pretty cool. I haven't actually opened a Fat Pack in quite a long time, even though I use a Fat Pack regularly. So what is this? This is just a piece of cardboard. Security. So here's the Fat Pack box. Like I said, I actually use this to hold my cards. I use a normal deck box to hold my deck, and I carry all my spare decks in my Fat Pack box. So this is actually a pretty nifty piece of storage. Here we have some packaging. Not very exciting. Here are the 2 deck boxes. So these deck boxes are pretty flimsy, I would say. They're similar to the deck boxes you can find in the dual deck that we opened earlier. They kind of just fold together like so. And you can hold some cards. I don't recommend using these for anything but storage. Maybe you want to put your commons and uncommons in here, or even your full art lands. But for carrying your deck box, your deck around, they're a bit lacking. But you do get 2 of them. You get a Gideon, and you get a Ulamog. What else do we have in here? Here are our packs, and here are our spin down. Here's the spin down, I mean. So it has the Battle for Zendikar logo on it, and it spins down from 20 to 0, or 20 to 1, sorry. Here I have 5 packs. We're going to save these for a second. And let me move this out of the way here. Here are our lands. So the question is, there's actually 5 different arts for each land, and there's 5 land types, so there's 25 unique pieces of art for Battle for Zendikar. Each land has 4 new pieces of art, and then 1 returning favorite from the original Zendikar. So the question is, what are the lands that are included in the Fat Pack? And we're about to find out. Now, I'm not sure if this is randomized or if this is fixed, so leave a comment below if you've opened your own Fat Pack and you get the exact same lands as I do, or if you get different lands. So let's take a look at the lands. So here is a very beautiful forest, mountain, swamp. So it seems like, so this is a new set of lands. Plains. Here's a Noah Bradley forest. Here's the Noah Bradley set. So here's the mountain. This is my favorite mountain. A swamp. Oops, skipped. It's an island. It's the Bowl Island. Interesting. Forest. So my initial guess was we would have gotten just the new lands, 4 of each of the new lands, but it seems like we're getting a random assortment here because this is a reprint land. Same with the Bowl Island. Swamp, island, plains, forest. So this is gorgeous, by the way. I'm very excited to put these in my deck. I love this island, even though it does not look like an island. Plains, forests. Another Noah Bradley, so this is one we've already got before. So like I said before, the original lands were worth about $1. Don't expect these to be worth $1. You get 1 in every single pack, and you also get 80 for a Fat Pack. However, for use in your deck, this is awesome. It sure beats paying $80 for full art lands when you just buy a Fat Pack and put all these in your deck. And who knows, maybe in a couple years, they're going to be worth, they might be worth $1. So this is pretty cool. So there's actually a lot of lands here. We actually have a lot of lands. I don't think we need to go through all of them. What I'll do is I'll actually post an article with this unboxing, and we'll actually count up the different types of lands we get, and we'll see if these lands are random by checking with other users, or if they're actually 100% fixed. So now the moment I've been waiting for. I played in the pre-release. I got to crack 6 packs with the pre-release, and I won 3 prize packs. I opened a Kiora, I opened a foil full art land, and I opened, what else did I open? I opened a Smoldering Marsh. So I did not open Expedition. So hopefully we can open one here. And like I said before, we're actually giving away a Fat Pack, so check below in the description to see how to enter. Okay, so we got a Converge card. That's one of the new mechanics in the set. Royal Mage's Trick. Swarm Surge. So this might be good in an Eldrazi aggro deck. Saffron Olive, the other person you might see on this channel, posted an Eldrazi aggro deck on MTG Goldfish using Swarm Surge. Tajiri Stalwart. Core Castigator. This guy is a pretty good aggressive ally. He's a 2 to cast 3/1. Share Strike. Grave Birthing. Eyeless Watcher. Eldrazi Devastator. This is a pretty sweet common. So this is an 8 to cast 8/9 trample common. So we're definitely in the world of Eldrazi. Wavewing Elemental. Fertile Thicket. Unified Front. Blighted Gorge. Ooh, Breaker of Armies. 8 to cast 10/8. All creatures able to block Breaker of Armies must do so. That's a pretty cool card. Aligned Hedron Network. When Aligned Hedron Network enters the battlefield, exile all creatures with power 5 or greater. So this is pretty good for white weenie decks or other decks that don't play big creatures to kind of just wipe the board of their opponent's big fatties. And we have a mountain and an elemental. So Line Cage on Network's okay. It's not too exciting. I kind of want a big Eldrazi rare, but we have 8 more packs to go. So let me crack this. Whoa, is this the exact same pack? Because we have a Royal Trick Mage, a Royal Mage's Trick, Dutiful Return, Swell of Growth. This is actually a pretty cool card. It's a give a creature +2/+2 until end of turn, and you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. So it's a ramp card, it triggers landfall, and it's a combat trick. We have Felidar Cub, Goblin Warpaint, another Eyeless Watcher, Rush of Ice, Silent Skimmer, Mortuary Mire. This is a pretty cool card. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it produces a black mana, and when it enters the battlefield, you may put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. Natural Connection, Processor Assault, Grip of Desolation, exile target creature and target land, 6 mana. This is a really good limited card. Crumble to Dust. This is a cool card. 3 in a red, devoid, exile target non-basic land, search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that land and exile them. Ooh, Wasteland Strangler. This card's really good. 3 to cast, 3 to devoid. When Wasteland Strangler enters the battlefield, you may put a card an opponent owns from exile into that player's graveyard. If you do, target creature gets -3 until end of turn. Swamp, and an Eldrazi Scion. So we're getting cards for an aggressive Eldrazi deck so far. We've gotten a lot of Devoid, and Wasteland Strangler would be one of the best cards in that deck. Alright, what do we have here? Salvage Drone, another Swarm Surge, Call the Scions, Boiling Earth, Spell Shrivel, ooh, Complete Disregard. This is cool. 3 mana, devoid, exile target creature with power 3 or less. Ooh, Scour from Existence. This is a 7 mana, instant, colorless, exile target permanent. Fits right into any EDH deck. Tajiri Beastmaster. Another elemental. Processor Assault. Oh, wait. I see a foil here. Unfortunately, it's an uncommon foil. Rising Miasma. Horribly Awry. Ooh, Beastcaller Savant. I've seen a lot of deck lists pop up with this guy. He's a 1 green, 1/1, Elf Shaman ally with haste. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Deathless Behemoth. Wow, 6 to cast, 6/6 Vigilance. Sacrifice 2 Scions, return Deathless Behemoth from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this anytime you can cast a sorcery. That's pretty cool. Oh, this card looks really cool. I'm just gonna sit here and admire the foiling. This card is badass. Ooh, we have an Omnath token. So Omnath is another awesome mythic from the set. Maybe we'll get to open one. Another great EDH card. I know a lot of EDH players are waiting to get their hands on Omnath. Oh boy, another pack with Royal Mage's Trick. Another Swarm Surge. Oh, this is the combat trick pack apparently, because we got Tandem Tactics, we got Sure Strike, we have a Cloud Manta, Sandstone Bridge, Tajiri Beastmaster, Demon's Grasp, Skyline Cascade, Tunneling Geopede, Core Warblade, Ruination Guide. This guy's cool. A 3-color, 3/2, devoid, ingest. Other colors creatures you control get +1/+0. Lantern Scout. This card is actually really good. 3 to cast 3/2 Human Scout Ally with Rally. Whenever a Lantern Scout or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain lifelink. So it makes it really hard to race this deck. If, say you have 5 power creatures on the board, your opponent has 6, they hit you for 6, you play this guy, you hit them for 5, gain 5 life, basically erasing their attack, and you keep doing it until they just fall over. Blister Pod, so we have a foil here. That's pretty cool. These foils look absolutely magnificent. Unfortunately, this is a blister pod, but still looks pretty cool. It's green, 1/1 devoid. When it dies, put a 1/1 colorless sign token on the battlefield that can add 1 to your mana pool. So this is the green Doom Traveler. I suspect this might actually be a very powerful card, and having a foil version certainly does not hurt. So we haven't opened anything too exciting yet. I'm still waiting for my expedition. I really want a new Ulamog. Let's see what we can get. I'll settle for an Obnixilis. Clutch of Currents, Calassia Nightwatch, 12 growth. I'm actually looking for the Zulaport? Zula something Cutthroat. Maybe we'll see it, but it's the new Blood Artist. Reckless Covert, Spell Shrivel. Hopefully we can get it in one of these uncommons here. Complete Disregard, Scour from Existence, Beastmaster, Elemental, whatever. Now I'm getting impatient. I just want to go straight to the uncommons and rares. So Malakir Familiar, Retreat to Coral Helm. So these new retreat cards are pretty cool. It's a 3 mana card. It's an enchantment. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. You may tap or untap target creature or scry 1. Ooh. We have a mythic Sire of Stagnation. 4 blue and a black. Devoid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player exiles the top 2 cards of his or her library and you draw 2 cards. 5/7. This is like... it's not as good as Consecrated Sphinx. That's a 4/6 flyer. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2. But it is pretty sweet. Basically, you put this on the board and they have to remove it, or they can never play a land. So that's a mythic rare. This is my favorite island, so I'm happy to get more of those. Eldrazi Scion. We're down to 4 remaining packs. Come on, Expedition. Myers Malice, Giant Mantis, Brilliant Spectrum, Altar's Reap. This is the new Altar's Reap with Obnixilis art. Volcanic Upheaval, Stonehaven Medic, Valakut Invoker. These are actually all new cards. We haven't actually got any of these cards yet. Shadow Glider, Dominator Drone, doing the sexy pose there. This card's actually pretty good. It's a 3 to cast, 3/2, Devoid Ingest. When it enters the battlefield, if you control another colorless creature, each opponent loses 2 life. So really good for the Eldrazi aggro deck. We got Stone Fury, Bloodbond Vampire, Ulamog's Despoiler. Here's a big Eldrazi. 6 to cast, 5/5. As it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards from an opponent's exile into their graveyard. If you do, Ulamog's Despoiler enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters. So 6 to cast, 9/9 if you get to ingest, or if you get to process. Molten Nursery. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, Molten Nursery deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Ooh, Ruinous Path. This card is really good. 1 black, sorcery, destroy target creature or planeswalker, awaken 4, which means you can pay 7. If you do, you get the spell's effect, and you get to turn a land into a 4/4. Forest. Oh, we got a Gideon emblem. Where's our Gideon, though? So Ruinous Path is going to be played. I'm going to put it into my Abzan deck. I'm sure control decks will play it as well. It's the replacement to Hero's Downfall. Destroying a Planeswalker is a pretty powerful effect. Okay, Seeker of the Wild, Coralhelm Guide. We still haven't gotten our Cutthroat yet. Outnumber, Angelic Gift, McKinley Slide Runner. This guy will be seen a lot. He's a 2 to cast 2/1. Trample, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, McKinley Slide Runner gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So good for the aggressive mono red decks. Smite the Monstrous, making a comeback. This art's actually pretty interesting. There's 10, 2, 4, 6, 8 allies trying to smite this Monstrous. Expedition Envoy. Brood Monitor. 4 green. It's a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, put 3 Scions into play. Not too exciting. Ulamog's Nullifier. This guy's pretty interesting. 4 to cast 2/3. Devoid, Flash, Flying. When Ulamog's Nullifier enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards your opponent's own from their exile to their graveyard. If you do, counter target spell. Ooh. Oblivion Sower. Another mythic, but unfortunately I have this one already. If you watched the dual deck unboxing, Oblivion Sower is one of the face cards. It's a really good card though. 6 to cast, 5/8. When you cast it, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. Then you may put any number of land cards that player owns onto the battlefield, or from any number of land cards from exile onto the battlefield under your control. So this is not only lands that you hit with the Oblivion Sower, but any other lands. So if they delved away some lands, or if you ingested other lands from other Eldrazi creatures you have, you can get them all into play. So you have potential to put a lot of lands into play here. Oh no, we're down to 2 packs. We already have 2 mythics, so we're doing actually pretty well. But unfortunately, I already have one of those mythics, so I'm not too excited. Earthern Arms, Merc Strider, Sludge Crawler. This one's pretty good. It's a 1 to cast 1/1 Devoid Ingest, and you can pay 2 to give it +1/+1. Plummet, Nettle Drone, Fortified Rampart, Undo Champion, Ghostly Sentinel, Benthic Infiltrator, Vestige of Emrakul. This one's pretty good. Drama's Emissary. Flying at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. 3 to cast 2/2. That's a pretty good card. Chasm Guide. 4 to cast 3/2. When Chasm Guide or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain haste. Blighted Woodland. So all the Blighted cards this colorless land cycle are really good. This one is a tap to add 1 colorless, or pay 3 and a green, sacrifice it, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, and put them into the battlefield tapped. So that's some pretty good ramp. Ooh. This card's pretty cool. Conduit of Ruin. 6. 5/5, creature Eldrazi. When you cast Conduit of Ruin, you may search your library for a colorless creature card with converted mana cost 7 or greater, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less. So it's a tutor, plus it ramps the first creature of each turn. And Scion. And our last pack. Will it contain an expedition? The odds are probably no, but we can hope. We can hope. Alright. Oracle of Dust. Voracious Null. Ooh, this card is a little creepy. Fortified Rampart. Lava Step Raider. Another Scour. Beastmaster. Wavewing Elemental. Evolving Wilds. Here's the new art. Silent Skimmer. Rising Miasma, Coastal Discovery, Pathway Arrows, Sunken Hollow. So it's actually a pretty good land. It's the new Battle for Zendikar dual land. It is not an expedition, but it's going to be very powerful, and we're going to see these cards in Standard and possibly even Modern. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. And typically the blue-black lands are the most expensive, so that's not a bad one. And we got another foil, but it's a common. It's a 3 to cast 1/4, and it has the Void and just can't be blocked. And a plant token. And so our haul wasn't too bad. We got 2 mythics. We got a new Battle for Zendikar dual land. We didn't get any of the commons and uncommons I really wanted, though. I really wanted the Cutthroat, the new Blood Artist. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Is it a rare? But I'm pretty sure it's an uncommon. And we got a Gideon emblem for some reason. It's really disappointing to get the emblems but not the Planeswalkers. But we did get this sweet stack of 80 full art basics. So that's it for this unboxing. Remember, if you want to win a free Fat Pack, we're giving one away. Enter before October 13th. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and as always, check out the main website, mtggoldfish.com. I'll see you guys next time.